How is everybody doing? I hope you're all well. We're going to take a look at Arctic Monkeys on vinyl. So the debut, which was released in early 2006, was titled Whatever People Say I Am, That's What I'm Not. Nice long title. Music on this is heavy guitar driven, in a kind of vein of Buzzcocks and The Jam in the late 70s. So there's kind of a punk new wave thing there, but they have their own sound. Drumming on it is fantastic, energetic and very fluid. That's one of the things that struck me. So this was quite popular when it came out. It was like a new band, and artwork is pretty stark. Band originally from Sheffield, England. Looks like a guy with a hangover here. So yeah, the band consists of Alex Turner on lead vocals, lead guitar, rhythm guitar, Jamie Cook, drums, Matt Helders, bass, Nick O'Malley. This was released on Domino Records. This is an original from the time. I bought that back then. I bought the CD as well. I think I bought the CDs each time they came out. And yeah, so nice album with a good bit of energy on it. Big hit from this was I Bet You Look Good on the Dance Floor at a Ferocious Paste rocker. And this kind of commentary going through the songs, so you know, it kind of reminds you of a night out, stuff like that. So yeah. Album number 2, Favorite Worst Nightmare, was released a year later in 2007. Hot on the heels of the debut. This one kind of cools a bit. It's less aggressive. There's even kind of touches of kind of reggae in it, almost like that. I like the artwork though, it's really good. Again, this is from back then. I'm not sure if they've reissued their catalogue or not. Nice die cut here. And it's black. Again, released on Domino Records. What, there's something else in here? More photographs. Brainstorm. Yeah, that's quite aggressive. That's pretty. That's a big track. It blazes out of the stereo when you hear it. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not a bad album. It's entertaining. It's kind of different to a lot of stuff at the time, you know. Yeah, Fluorescent Adolescence. That was another single. I think so was Teddy Picker. Yeah, they were just blasting out stuff, and there was kind of EPs coming out as well. They've released a good few 10-inch singles. Yeah, interesting band all the same. Next up is Humbug. This is from 2009. At the time I didn't really get into this. I don't know, it was just a little bit inaccessible. There's a bit of a change here. There's less distorted guitars and there's a lot more clean guitars. And then there's also songs that kind of echo 1960s style production, you know, with lots of reverb and stuff like that, and kind of a thinner sounding backing. This one, I don't think I've even opened this. Yeah, it's actually still sealed. I have it on CD as well, you see, that's the thing. I bought this just as a kind of an afterthought, or I was kind of collecting the vinyl and the CDs at the same time. Their CDs are cool because they came in kind of miniature, what's the word for it? Miniature vinyl almost, you know. So Humbug, yeah, My Propeller, that's a good track, yeah. Again, it's more acoustic guitar driven, you know what I mean? It's not as punky as the earlier stuff. Actually, let's open this. And comes with MP3s, digital download. Seems like a long time ago, 2009. I've never opened this. There's a lot of records I didn't open. Oh, it's a gatefold. Yeah, the CD is exactly the same artwork. I like the artwork, it's pretty cool. There's your download code on the other side. There's a booklet in this one again. The lyrics. And the inner. First time now I've seen this. Yeah, the pressings are good, you know. Generally, they sound good. The band is well produced, you know. I would say that. They don't kind of follow any fads and stuff like that with electronic effects. You know, what you get is a band that's, you know, pretty organic, for want of a better word. The sound is the sound of a band. There's none of this kind of, you know, synthetic stuff that people put in there, you know, kind of fillers at the ends and at the end of songs and stuff like that, like, which is kind of a big thing in the 90s, or not the kind of 90s and the decades that followed. Yeah, everybody seemed to do it. But yeah, so that's Humbug. And, yeah, I've got to start reinvestigating this. Yeah, I'll throw all of them onto my Sony Walkman media player and listen to them when I'm out walking. Next up is Suck It and See. This was released in 2011. I enjoyed this one when it came out. Yeah. Again, you know, it's a bit like the last album. It kind of, the heavier guitars, distortion isn't really on it. A lot of clean stuff and a lot of kind of picked arpeggios and stuff like that. So the sound is changing. It does have more of a classic sound, you know. Again, just a couple of 60s nods in here. His voice is nice on this. He's quite confident, and yeah, he has an unusual, you know, an original voice, you know, compared to a lot of pop singers and rock singers. So there's the inner. And there's a download code on this, and vinyl itself. Do you see it? Yeah, Domino records, they're very good. You know, the quality of the stuff is great. It's you know, the paper, the pressings. I've always liked them. I think Franz Ferdinand, they're on Domino, and they do some reissues as well. But yeah, I like their stuff. You know, it's a good product. That's the way I look at it. You know, you kind of get quality. Everything is thought out. And the Arctic Monkeys in particular, you know, I'd say a lot of thought goes into the artwork and the albums, because it's just like, yeah, there's nothing, you know. Sometimes you buy an album and the sleeve is thin, and you're kind of going, oh God, you know, and it, you know, you feel, after paying out, you feel a bit kind of, how do I put it, a bit cheated, you know, and a lot of record companies do that. You know, you get a very flimsy sleeve and stuff, and the inners are flimsy, and yeah, but not with the Arctic Monkeys. Next up is AM. This was released in 2013. This was a very popular album. I'd say this probably gave them international success. Do I want to know? Yeah, that's really good. Why do you only call me when you're high? Yeah, that's great as well. There was a lot of play on this one, you know, you heard it on the radio a lot and stuff as well. Very simple cover, looks like something from the Chemical Brothers band here in mono. And the lyrics. Obviously this is from the shrink wrap, and I put it in here. I like to keep all those things. I love them. That's the vinyl itself. This is a black and white affair. Good album though, yeah, this is good. I played this a lot when it came out. And this is more guitar driven again. Pretty good album. Next up is Tranquility Base, Hotel and Casino. Now this was one that divided fans because this is I'd say it's a radical departure from the earlier stuff, without a doubt. I mean, they'd been changing over the decade they were around, but this one is pretty different. A lot of fans didn't like this. I've been reading reviews and stuff like that. This came out in 2018. Tranquility Base obviously is a nod to the moon landing. This was this cardboard cutout was designed by Alex Turner himself. These songs now were written at his home in Los Angeles, and they're quite mellow, lounge feel to them. First time you hear it, it's, you know, I only got this recently. I kind of didn't buy anything from them since AM, and it's nearly 10 years. And I just saw this second hand. I kind of meant to buy it, but all of a sudden I just saw it used in mint condition in a second hand part of a record shop, and I decided I might as well get it, you know. And you know, I was listening to it, and I was kind of smiling and laughing because they changed so much, and it does stick in your head, you know. The arrangements now, this kind of orchestral arrangements and stuff, and the music is quite mellow. But yeah, whatever, you know, he's going for something different here. I think he wrote all the songs on the grand piano at his home. But it's really cool, you know. I like it, you know, and the inside of the sleeve is really cool here. It's kind of got this kind of mesh. Yeah, the details in the albums, like I said, are excellent. They do a really good job. But yeah, this is an interesting one. You know, it kind of relaxes you as well, that's not a bad thing, you know. But gone is the heavy guitar-driven punk sound. That's long gone. And yeah, star treatment. It's kind of a concept album in a way, you know. It's kind of told through different people, and it's all about consumerism, technology, stuff like that, you know. Yeah, very cool. I like it. It's a good album, and like I said, something that they kind of moved towards, or he moved towards, you know, Turner himself. It's kind of an artist creating something new and different, from stuff that obviously influenced him growing up. So yeah, it's a good one. It's worth checking out, but like I said, it divided fans. Next up is a live album. This is Arctic Monkeys, Royal Albert Hall, live at the Albert. Double clear heavyweight vinyl, gatefold LP. And yeah, So yeah, this one was released in 2020. I remember seeing this in record shops, and I was thinking, yeah, will I buy it, whatever. But last month I bought this, and it's about time. Just tidying up the collection, filling it out. Yeah, great album cover. I love the sleeves as well. The inners, really nice. Again, it's got the stripes in here continuing into the inner sleeve cardboard, so no cost beared at all. And here's the clear vinyl. Very, very nice. Yeah, it's not bad. I listened to it. It's kind of, you know, you could listen to half of it and then come back and have the other half. It shows two sides of the band, you know, the heavier stuff is there, and also download card in here as well, and it's kind of getting caught in between the two. Caught in the fold, but yeah, it's nice. It's like all their hits are on this. 4 to 5, Brainstorm, Crying Lightning. Do I want to know? It just sounds big and bold, and like I said, live albums I'm not really too gone on. There's very few that are absolutely brilliant, but yeah, it sounds good. I think this came out on there's a DVD or something as well. I think there is. I'm sure it was recorded. Is that an earlier one I'm thinking of? I can't remember. But yeah, this one is nice to have, and worth checking out. And finally we come to the car. This one has only just come out. I was kind of looking forward to it. I heard, I don't know, was it my mind or whatever, but I read about a month ago that this was going to be a return to form and they were getting back into heavier music. Well, that didn't happen here. It's a continuation of Tranquility bass, but again, it's not identical to it. There's a, how will I put it? It's progressive, you know. It's moved on a little bit from it, but again, it's quite laid back. Again, piano, bass, drums, guitars, nothing too heavy, and the strings and orchestra and all that kind of stuff. Again, it nods to the 60s and kind of French lounge music and stuff like that. The car on the cover is a Toyota Corolla. It was shot in Los Angeles by, I think, the drummer of the band, from his old apartment or something like that. But, so yeah, this one, it better be a mirror ball. That's cool. Yeah, it's nice, you know. Again, I like it. I went for a walk yesterday and listened to it for the first time. Not on vinyl, obviously, but on my media player. Just a download with this. Yeah, it's lyrics here. I think there's supposed to be a book as well with some editions, and there's also a custard coloured vinyl. It's kind of looks like custard, you know, yellowy. That was in the shop. I decided to go for black. I just don't like custard. I don't like custard actually, and I just don't like the colour of custard. So I just opted for the black. Yeah, I think I did the right thing. Yeah, but there's nothing else in here, unfortunately. I think there's a lot of versions of it. There's a couple. There's grey vinyl as well, different territories and stuff like that. But yeah, I like this one. I think it was recorded out in the middle of nowhere, or Suffolk or something like that. Yeah, so there you go. I'm looking forward to listening to this again. Yeah, they're a cool band, and they're pretty unique. They're not like anybody really. Well, I'm sure this band's similar, like, but you know, I don't really buy that much new music. I like all the classic stuff. But Arctic Monkeys are cool, and if you've never heard of them, check them out. You might like them if you like that kind of stuff. But yeah, that's it. So that's all I got time for, and feel free to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and take care.